you very much for giving me an opportunity to come here. You had a wonderful lecture from Mr. Rajkumar on what all you should do as an MBA. I will tell you what are the building blocks to be an, you will see these traits which are very typical in an entrepreneur. I am also an entrepreneur who has started with a situation like 2 nights without food. I had a love marriage. It will be interesting for us. I left my home with my wife and I got a job in Chennai. Yes, 2,500 kilometers. I am from here. 2,500 kilometers I was settled, and there were 2 months when I didn't get salary. I didn't have money to eat my food next day. I went to my boss. Boss said, get out of my home, come to office for official works. From that situation, somehow we started our business. I have seen DRI rates in my office. I have seen sleeping without food. I have started my business with a car garage. Today we have a turnover in about 7 years, about 50 crores, which I don't think is a phenomenal turnover, but from where we have started, I think is good. So what I want to show you, what are the ingredients to make a good entrepreneur. You can read the books, you can do everything, you can have the knowledge, but if you don't have these traits, you don't have these characteristics, you will not reach where you want to be. This is part 1 of my presentation, and part 2 is Mr. Ramakrishna's request that I should talk a little bit about what is happening in the high-tech agriculture. I will just briefly browse you through that. So building blocks to a successful entrepreneur. Number 1, you can have an idea, but think about the idea, how you can make a difference. It means that whatever idea you have, and if there is a need in the society, that is the idea which is going to sell. All the examples probably tells you the same thing, right? So if you dare to be different, you will be successful. This I would like to do an experiment with you, okay? I am throwing a pencil, one of you come and take it. One of you come and take it. What happened, you see? The same opportunity was given to everybody in the lecture, but only one person came and grabbed it, right? Now similarly in your life, you will have hundreds of opportunities waiting for you to be grabbed, waiting for you to grab it, and you will not grab it. So learn this lesson. When you have an opportunity, grab it. Do you think it happens in your life? Then you just say, okay, it's not for me, maybe somebody else will do it. Right? So grab the opportunity. Number 3. How many of you give excuses? I will try to come, sir. I will try to do it, sir. Please be honest and tell me. How many of you? You all? Okay. One of you, please come here. Quickly, we don't have much time. Just one of you. One. Again, opportunity is there. No one is coming. Only this guy is grabbing the opportunity. Come. That's a bottle of water, right? Try to lift it. Try to lift it. What did you do? What did she do?
He lifted.
What did I tell her? Did she do what I asked her to do? What does it mean? There is no such thing called trying in life. Either you do it or you don't do it. Right? Do you all agree? So what sir said, Mr. Rajkumar said exactly the same thing. Just go for it, just do it. You remember the Nike ad? Okay, you can go now. Thank you. So just do it. Don't try or grab the opportunity and do the things which you have to. Don't leave it for tomorrow. Honesty. 20th December 2003, I went for a PTA meeting of my daughter. I came back. This is a true story I will tell you. I got a knock on my door. One guy showed me an identity card. Sir, I am from DRI. Okay. He came to me. Sir, I am from DRI. I said, please come. He came and behind him 20 feet more officers came into my office. It was homecoming office at that day. That day my wife got a miscarriage because of the shock. I didn't realize it was a raid. It was a raid by a DRI. DRI is Director of Revenue Intelligence, who look into to the customs irregularities, I was in import business. But trust me, I was not dishonest, I had not done anything wrong. One of my customers used to import and he was doing under invoicing. And he was forging our documents. To search that document, the DRI people took my laptop, took all my checks, searched my whole house, they didn't find anything. But that day and today I am standing in front of you only because I was honest. So honesty is the most important thing, because in business one wrong step, you will have lots of temptation and you will be finished forever. One wrong step can take you 100 years or 50 years, I don't know sir. Is that right or not? Correct. So being someone others can trust, your words should be counted in the market, your honesty should be taken like, people should remember you for your words. This is one thing that I built a company from zero, but today if you take my company's name in the industry, it is taken with lot of respect only for this reason that we are honest people. Commitment. How many times you face a thing, your dhobi wala says, okay, I'll give you the cloth in the morning and he doesn't come. You feel irritated, right? It is exactly the same thing with your customers. If you make a commitment to your customers, kindly honor that, because this is something which will take you a long way, make you different from others, okay, to be successful in business. Don't try to sell ever, build a relationship. He is my friend for many years. He called me, come, I said I will come. Day after tomorrow morning I am flying to Israel, but still I said, because this is the relationship that we have. Right now we are not doing business, but relationship you should always maintain. Someday it will come back to you with a positive result. Mr. Rajkumar said, there is no place for mediocres, you have to be the best. What he meant by trying to study, gain all the knowledge so that you are hired at a higher salary is exactly the same thing. There are so many, there is something called Group. You know this Group? Mango masses, Aam Janta. There are millions of people around, the population is growing. If you are not the best, nobody is interested in you. So try to be the best. And the best can always with a lot of knowledge. Knowledge is power. Knowledge beyond your subject. Again, I am repeating the same thing, but there is something that you must have. You should know more than what is taught in the class. And credibility building. Your credibility, your word, your integrity is something which will make you successful in business. Time management. How many times you feel that, okay, somebody has called me, okay, it's okay, I will go a little late, chalta hai. You feel that? Make one point in life that chalta hai, attitude nahi chalta hai. The reason is, you can get on time only where you want to get on time. If you don't want to get on time, you will never reach on time. Example I will give you and you will appreciate it immediately. Have you ever missed your flight because you are late? Have you ever missed your train? You have not, because you know that this is not going to wait for you. Similarly, the opportunities, the people, the business opportunities are not going to wait for you. So please manage your time, give the topmost priority of your commitments. And last but not the least, in any business, customer service. Most important thing, you read this cartoon. The bad news is our customers hate us. The good news is that we have a lot fewer customers than we used to. So if you don't maintain a good customer relationship, you will always have a poor customer numbers. Now coming to the topic, I will tell you the challenges and opportunity in agriculture. Okay, this was on the personal trade side. India is growing in population. Soon, at least one place will be number one. Is we are going to cross China is in population in 2030. Oil in 20th century, water in 21st century. It is going to be an essential commodity. So we are reducing. Earlier nobody had heard of drip irrigation system. It's a method of irrigation where you give water drop by drop in the roots of the plant. So water is going to be an essential commodity. I'll tell you this story of this guy. You can see that he is coming for a marriage in a helicopter. How he got this money, he sold some land. This is the story of Haryana. It featured in New York Times in 10th March 2010. He sold land, got money, came for a wedding in helicopter. This means that all the agricultural land is depleting. People are building apartments, land is reducing. Shortage of manpower, more and more people are going out of agriculture. There are not many people who are doing agriculture anymore. And we use indiscriminate pesticide. Lot of pesticide. The side effects are disastrous. These are the effects that you can see because of use of pesticide. Every time I go to my office, I see the farmer is just pumping. And I am so scared to eat the vegetables from the market. Climatic changes. You have seen that global warming is happening. And for this big population, you need 2 meals a day. So, I will just give you an insight that you all can think agriculture also as an alternative career. Business potential in high-tech agriculture, I will just show you some slides. So only high-tech agriculture is the solution for this growing population, and all if we have to feed so many people. This agriculture you already know, but I will show you some agriculture. This is called clean agriculture. There is use of plastic in agriculture. There is a drip irrigation line which is going inside. You cover this with a very thin plastic. There is no weed growth. Plant yield is superb. Now, to give you an idea, one of our farmers, he has grown 120 tons of brinjal, eggplant per acre in about 9 months. So if you have even 2 acres of land, you will still make around 1 lakh rupees a month. Okay, in open field cultivation, not very much of an investment. This is the cultivation of brinjal, colored capsicum, marigold, roses, cucumber in open field, watermelon. These are all the fruits and vegetables which can be it gives you an excellent return. This is a farmer who has done 120 tons in 11 months from 1 acre of open field, not high tech, just using the mulching and drip irrigation. This is his field. 7 to 8 feet of plant. This farmer has taken 100 tons of tomato per acre. Now you can make your own mathematics. I think even if you sell tomato at 2-3 rupees a kilogram, you still make around 3 to 4 lakhs in 3 to 4 months. So per acre, still it is better than any job can pay. Lady's finger, okra, sunflower, chilies. You can see it's all clean agriculture. There is no weeds. There is no chilies again. This is gypsophila cultivation. This place has a terrible soil. I was told that Pollachi is a good cocoa peat manufacturing area. So by using that cocoa peat as a media, you can grow many of the crops just in open field without any soil, using cocoa peat as a media. Now this technology is also used in orchard of pomegranate. There is a pomegranate cultivation. This is with the technology, this is without the technology. The color development of pomegranate is much better when you use the technology. Banana, oranges. This is we are still in open field. I will take you to papaya, capsicum. Now this is protected cultivation where you cover the thing from the top. Right now you will see, before this you will see was open field. Now it is a protected cultivation. From the top, no insects can enter in this particular structure. The idea is to reduce the evaporation losses and make it clean agriculture. I have told you about the pesticide. So in this kind of application, you reduce the use of pesticide and it's a much more cleaner agriculture, gets you better price in the market. I'm sure you can't eat this much of papaya. Not with your neighbors also. Okay, now you see this picture, it looks fit. This looks fit, no? Say something. Yes. Okay. This was fact. 4 years back I was 13 kilograms more heavy. You see this is a black net and on the top and the plant height is only this much. In the red net the plant height is so high. Just a different of light in manage the spectrum. I'm not getting into the technical details. All I am saying is there are so many technology available today for entrepreneurs in agriculture that you can use them and make more money than a normal farmer. That's the whole idea of showing you these slides. Ginger. Normally in ginger, if you grow in open field, you get around 10 to 12 tons of per acre. But in this technology, some of the farmers have got up to 70 tons per acre. It is in multiple layers. You can see one layer through two-tier system. Again, nursery is a field which absolutely zero investment in India. Nursery technology is still very, very basic for vegetables. There are so many farmers who make their own seedling. But if there are proper nurseries set up, there are a couple of guys in Bangalore who are doing extremely good in nursery business. Even grapes are grown under protected cultivation. In Israel, still it has not come to India. This picture is from Israel. This is capsicum without soil. This is from Bangalore. Namdhari Seeds is doing this technology. They are our customers. So capsicum can be done. You can see the crop production. It's about 140 tons per hectare. And capsicum, colored capsicum in India also at farm gate sells around 60 to 70 rupees per kilogram. This is capsicum again. This is from Bangalore. This picture is from Bangalore. This is from one of our farms. Chilies. This is brinjal, eggplant in greenhouse. Herbs. Lettuce without soil. McDonald's is a big customer. Roses. Lots of people are growing roses. I'm not telling you anything. Javera flowers. One of the guys that I know, he used to be just a welder of greenhouses. Today, I met him about 1 week back. He is saying, I put 2 acres of greenhouse and I am taking 5 lakhs rupees per month home, just with 2 acres of Javera cultivation. He was just a welder. Today, he has what is the Mahindra new vehicle, XUV 500. He has made a house. Okay, this guy is another entrepreneur who he was working on a Pvt Ltd labor daily wages, 40 rupees a day. Today he is making at least 30-40,000 rupees a month from 1,000 square meters greenhouse. There is again Javera with our economist. This is orchids. Now this is, hold on, just this picture is amazing and I am sure that you have not seen something like this before. Cultivation of strawberry without soil. The idea of showing you these pictures is that agriculture is a good, attractive field for you to consider as an alternative career option. And tomatoes. I am sure that how big tomato plant you have seen. 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet, right? I will show you something which is 30 feet. This is the technology that we supply in India. This is cherry tomatoes. Again, cucumber without soil. So, the take-home message is idea are the roots of creation. If you have an idea, you can create something, you can be an entrepreneur, you can start your company. Think about the idea which can make a difference in the society, and I'm sure some of you will definitely meet me after 10 years with some successful company. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can ask. I will try to answer them.
Is there no need for fertilizers?
Yes, you need fertilizers, but it is given in a very, very controlled way. Like normally, how do you give in open field? You broadcast. So when you are giving the fertilizer like this, you are giving to the target plant and you are also giving to the weeds, which are unwanted plants. But in this method, the fertilizer is given right at the drop by drop in the bottom of the root. So there you are giving more precise irrigation, more precise fertilizer. It's like an industrial production. And then on the top you cover with the thick plastic so that there is no evaporation losses, there is no weeds, there is no competition. So plant growth is better. It's like a factory.
And what will be the minimum investment for this business?
If you want to start with the open field cultivation, there is first of all tremendous government support. You can start with as little as about 50 to 60,000 rupees per acre investment and get all your returns in 3 to 4 months. So I don't think any other business gives you this kind of break-even. I'm talking about open field cultivation with drip irrigation and mulching. Because mulching for an acre will cost you around 10,000, drip irrigation will cost you around 40 to 50,000. The rest is the cost of seeds, which is nominal.
Thank
Thank you, sir. In this area, agriculture is doing on the basis of natural resources only. Doesn't it affect the life cycle of the ecosystem?
What are the other things which are affecting the ecosystem? The population, the number of cars, the kind of plastic that you are throwing in the garbage. I think that is affecting the ecosystem more than anything else. And I think right now you should concern about your entrepreneurship and ecosystem. There are many politicians who take care of that. It probably will disturb it a little bit. Pesticide is disturbing our ecosystem, right? You remember the Pepsi episode? Where does the pesticide come in Pepsi? It is not an ingredient of Pepsi, right? It comes from a percolated water. So it is definitely affecting the ecosystem, but you have to feed the population, so you have to draw a balance. How do you feed the population otherwise? The only way to reduce the pesticide use is when you do protected cultivation inside the greenhouse, where you use less and less. Now I will tell you something. I have not seen, I go to Israel at least 3 to 4 times in a year. I have not seen vegetables being grown in open field in Israel or any other developed countries. But in India, I have not seen vegetables being grown inside the greenhouse. We are still eating the pesticides. Our ecosystem is more disturbed than those countries. And forget about ecosystem, our health is more disturbed. So many young people are getting cancer these days. So many birth defects are happening because of pesticides.
Sir, coconut வந்து produce பண்றதுக்கு coconut technology ஏதாவது யூஸ் பண்ண முடியுமா?
How to cultivate coconut trees?
How to cultivate the coconut, sir?
How to
Cultivate the coconut.
I don't think there is much of technology needed in coconut thing, because it is the open field agriculture. You are not affected by pesticide, you don't need to control much probably. This technology is not really for coconut. Probably most of the people can use at the most is drip irrigation system.
Sir, does it fit all climates?
Pardon?
That's it. Does it fit all climates, sir?
This one, more or less, yes. You can control every different parameters of growth in different climatic zones. Suppose in a hot condition, you need to cool it. In a cold condition, you need to heat it. In a place like Bangalore, you neither need to heat or not to cool. So it probably fits in everywhere. You have different tools. We have more than 35 different kind of tools which can do whatever you want.